Welcome to this week's 3-minute theory session. This one's all about reflective practice. So what is it? Well, in its simplest form, reflective practice is when you think about or reflect on what it is you do. When and how we structure this thinking can be really important to its success and the knock-on benefits to our performance. Reflection is very important as it can deepen our learning by helping us to process what has either happened or what is happening. It can help us make sense of what has happened, whether that be success or failure, and it can help inform our future actions. We're going to focus on two types of reflection today: inaction and on action. Reflection action is exactly as it sounds. During a session or activity, something occurs which we reflect on either in the moment or soon after. As a result of that reflection, we can make decisions which hopefully improve what it is that we're doing. It's effectively thinking whilst doing. The use of inaction reflection is a powerful tool, as it allows us to, if necessary, reshape what it is we're doing to better fit either our own or our students' needs. As a coach, leader or guide, this can be critical to supporting our group members, keeping them safe or aiding their development during the session. It is this process which allows us to constantly evaluate and adjust, making changes as needed. As personal performers, we can also reflect in action to help us decide if we're getting the most from our practice. One in-action tool that I love to use with my students is called Think Aloud. This is an excellent in-action tool which also supports effective on-action reflection too. This process sees the performer verbalising out loud their thoughts either before, during or after a specific sequence or action. For example, if they were running a rapid, they would talk about what they're observing in front of them, the actions that they took as a result of what they've seen, and then what the results or the consequences were. This may feel very strange at first, but the process allows you to have an increased awareness, and it also helps us better reflect on the experience you had rather than just the memory of the experience. If you'd like to know more about Think Aloud, subscribe to our podcast, as we've just interviewed Dr. Amy Whitehead, who's an expert in this subject. You'll find a link in the description below. On-action reflection, or thinking about what has happened after the event, is a very common approach which most coaches, leaders, guides and performers use. It is a way of thinking back on what we've done for the purpose of improving our future. Here are two of the most common reflective models. There are many out there, and some may be better suited to your needs than others. In essence, these models help provide a structure for our reflective process. Why not pause the video and take a look at each stage? Some people find it useful to keep a reflective journal or diary. This could be written or recorded on your phone or another device. The benefit of doing this is you can objectively look back and make comparisons between what you thought then compared to what you think now. And it can also be used as a way of showing the journey that you've been on. So there it is, a quick look at reflective practice. You can use this as either a coach or in your personal paddling. Remember, 3-minute sessions are not designed to give you all the detail, just to trigger curiosity and hopefully provoke some discussion. So as always, I'd like to invite Essential members to attend an online discussion next week where we can discuss the points raised and further explore the subject. You'll find more details in the video description on your Patreon page. If you're not an Essential member, but you think you might like to join, head over to our Kayak Essentials website for more information or click on the link in the video description.